Hey everybody, Conor here from Everwonder, back with another HubSpot highlights video. Today we're going to look at lead scoring, which is new in HubSpot and is in public beta and allows you to score your leads based on engagement with your marketing assets and also based on their fit or how close they are to your ICP. Let's jump in and have a look. So you come into HubSpot and into marketing and come down here into lead scoring, and we're going to click on create score to get started. So a couple of things you'll notice off the top is you can create lead scores for both contact records and company records, and there are two ways to score them. You can score them based on engagement, based on behavior and interactions with your marketing assets, and based on fit. How closely does that contact align with your ICP? So we're going to create both today. We're going to look at a contact engagement score and a contact fit score, but rest assured, it's the exact same process for companies. So once you can do it for contacts, you're going to be sorted for companies. So let's go in and have a look. We're going to click on create. And the first thing you'll see when we have to start building our score is we have to add the criteria. So we're looking at engagement here. What criteria or what engagements do we want to score positively and negatively to get someone close? So let's click on add event group. And the first thing you can see here is you can create event groups in here. So you can create an event group if you wanted, for example, you wanted to create a group for marketing and you want to create a group for sales. So you could create two event groups in this sense, and this is the one I want to show you because I think it's quite a valuable way to look at it, is your interactions and the interactions that your people have with your company are from a marketing point of view and a sales point of view. So when you're looking at engagement, it's not just with your marketing assets you should think of, it's also with your sales assets. If you're using HubSpot for marketing and for sales, then this is the way to go. So the first thing you'll see here up the top is 100 points. Our maximum score is going to be 100. So whatever we put in here, we do want the max score to hit 100. So if we're looking with multiple groups, we need to split that 100. In our case, just for argument's sake, we're going to do 50-50. We're going to say we're going to do 50 points for marketing, 50 for sales. Our next step then is to add our event criteria. So which marketing assets do we want to score positively or negatively, and which interactions relate to that? So let's look at marketing email to start with. We might see if someone clicks on an email, we're going to add a score of 5. Another email criteria we might want to score is if the email bounces, but in this case, we want to subtract. So as you can see, you can use positive and negative scoring in here. You can add more events then and say things like if they interact with an ad, I'm going to give them a score, and so on and so forth through all of the marketing assets you can have. Form submissions, I want to score a form submission really well. So once you have all of your marketing criteria put in there, we can move down to our sales, and it's the exact same thing. But you might say, do you know what? I want to score calls. If a call started, then I want to make sure someone gets a nice score for that, because that's someone who's at a call with our sales team. At the same time, if they interacted with a sales email, I'm going to want to make sure that that is scored. So they clicked on a sales email, let's give them 10 points, and so on. And you can do the same thing for sales and marketing. Again, the score is going to match up to 100, so we have that done. And that's the criteria ready. The next thing you're going to look at is contacts. Do you want these scores to apply across HubSpot to every contact in your org? I would argue yes, unless you have a use case otherwise. If you do have people you want to exclude from scoring, for example, you might have an employees list and it doesn't apply, you can suppress those lists or remove them. And what you can also do is, if you want to be even more targeted, you can just choose up to 5 lists to score specific contacts if you want to kind of put a ring around that. The other thing finally is settings. You can choose your property label and crucially choose your thresholds. So you can say, what does a high score, a medium score, a low score look like? Those labels will then be applied to your leads. So your sales team can see in real time, instantly, that context. This is a high value lead, medium value, low value. And this can save them a hell of a lot of time, increase efficiency, and improve your processes. So once you've done that and you've saved it, you can click review and turn on. Once you turn that on, it applies retroactively. It's going to go through your whole HubSpot org and it's going to apply to everybody in it. Okay, so that's how the engagement score works. If you look at what a fit score is like, here's one I created earlier. So a fit score basically works with properties rather than with behaviors. So it works basically with field values. So what you can do in a fit score is you can say, how does this person relate to my ICP? So what you can do with things like if the job title is in these realms, I want to add 10 points if their job is there. If their industry is this, I want to put it in there. You can even do the same thing if their industry is, you could do it from a negative point of view. There's industries that, we don't want to go after. So you could say, we're not after retail, for example. So let's subtract 10 points and so on. So in this case, you score based on the fit rather than the engagement. And again, once you build it out, you click on save, review, and turn it on. So what does this mean for you? Well, lead scoring enriches your contact and company records automatically to give you that real-time context for targeted outreach. I think it's a really good feature. I think it's much improved from what was there before, which used to be just a single property in HubSpot. Now this is a real feature which you can also apply time decay to, so you can decay your scores over time to make them much more relevant, timely, and accurate. I hope this helps. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments and I'll talk to you soon. Thanks.